great opportunity it is to be with you once again. Wow, I've been talking for like 4 minutes and I did not know my mic has been off. Wow, thank you so much, RJ Daughters, for helping me. That must have been very sad. So, I welcome you all once again to my YouTube channel. It's amazing to be here once again. Thank you, RJ Daughters, for bringing that to my attention. I can't even believe that I made that error. So, today I am bringing you a very serious topic because it's the beginning of the week, it's Monday, and it's always beautiful to start on a serious note. That being said, I am bringing you a very credible topic as a business owner. How to achieve 3 serious things in your business. 1, how to find your niche in your business. 2, how to build your business credibility. And 3, how to unlock growth opportunities for your business. And the last but not the least, bonus points, how to avoid legal issues in your business. If you're joining this live right now and you have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. I'll soon get to 400, and I want at the end of this live, when I'm reviewing it, I'm seeing that my channel has gotten to 400 subscribers. It's a very awesome thing to see. You know, we all set goals, and that is my own goal. So please subscribe, like, share this live so that your friends, your family will get to benefit from this live. Let's get right into it. Number 1, how do you avoid legal issues as a young and growing business owner? First of all, is getting a name that someone else is not already using. Get a name that stands out for you, first of all. That is the first things first, right? When you've gotten this name, you carefully put it aside and plan on how to run your business registration. Thank you so much, RJ Daughters, for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the compliments. I'm so grateful. God bless you. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, drop me encouraging comments. It's your comment that keeps me going. Thank you so much. So when you get that business name that is unique to you, what do you do next? You bring a draft book and you check, what is my niche? What am I going to be doing? What kind of business am I venturing into? Let's say you decide to run a clothing line alongside your 9-to-5 job. What do you do first? You bring out a draft book, you draft your business plan, you carefully tick your goals, your aspiration, your vision, your mission for that business. Trust me, no matter the size of business you want to start with, if there is no draft, if there's no sketch, if there's no roadmap, you're going nowhere. The first thing you have to do is 1, get a draft book. Plan to run your roadmap by drafting a business plan. So when you've gotten that name, you will now decide, what type of business am I going into? Is it the type of business that I'll have to do a daily returns? Is it sales? Is it production? Am I rendering services? That's the first thing that you're going to ask. If you decide to render services, you draft the map. If you decide to do sales, you draft the map. If you decide to connect vendors together, you can decide to create a platform. You still draw the map. That's the first thing first. You will now ask, can I do it alone, or I'm going to be doing it with someone? Will I do it small scale, or will I do it big scale? Do I open up? Will I have share capital, or will I have a small scale business? No matter what the size of business you wish to have, you have to first of all put it down and draw the map. You do not go into business with your eyes closed. You have to get on your spectacles. You know that very big word. Bring out your spectacles and be ready to pursue the business with your full chest. That's to say that you might even end up quitting your job, your 9-to-5 job, so that you can focus on your business when it starts paying. Now, don't forget, the reason for this live today is to teach you how to properly structure your side hustle. So now that you've gotten the business name and you have decided the size of business that you're going to be running, let me now tell you what next you're going to do. You're going to start, get a certified accredited agent of the Corporate Affairs Commission, and think about registering your business. When you have thought about registering your business, you must have thought about what class of business you want to register. Now, we have the sole proprietorship. It's not of just registering. Remember, I said Alexis Drinks Ventures, small scale business, a ventures, an enterprise, a young and growing business. I'm registering just a business name. I'm not going to go too in depth into explaining what this business structures entails fully. Yeah, I'll make another video, or I have a video of 2 years ago where I explained it. Now, when you have decided to register that your business, you go through the first one, which is the business name, and you don't really like it because the liability falls on the sole proprietor when there is a cause of issues or the size of the business. You now say, no, it's small, oh, but I don't really want this small one. Do you have something else that is not so big but it's still a little bit small? I will now bring you to the company limited by shares, to the one-man company limited by shares. CAC calls it a limited liability company, a small company. That is, these companies that their share capitals are less than 1 million naira. That is 1 million to 1 naira. That is what a small company is. And a small company has but 1 to 2 directors. You can have more, but that is what practically classifies it as a small company. Let's say your company, you run a drink business and you decide to have Alexis Drinks Limited, 1 million share capital, only me as the director, only me as the director, or rather only you as the director of the business. Now you now say, this company is small, oh, but I want it a little bit bigger because I want to have more directors. I want people to invest in my business. So let's go into partnership. I will take you back to business name. You now have Alexis Limited Partnership, Alexis Drinks LP Limited Partnership. Now, in limited partnership, those your investors or those your business partners give you money, but their shares of the business is limited to the amount they invested in the business. But when it comes to you as the managing director, Abi, but now we are in the small business, we are in the business name, is called managing partner and limited partners. In this type of business structure, the limited partners are, their contribution is limited to the amount that they contributed. But you as managing partner, you have the overall rights to handle the business in total. Now let me take you back to the company limited by shares. When your investors come, they become what they call shareholders. They invest and you can decide to give them the amount of shares according to the equal to the funds that they contributed for you to set up the business. Now you guys are partners, right? But you are a director and they are shareholders. It's your business idea. You guys have a partnership agreement that goes through to say that they have shares in the company. But you own a share and you are the director. That means you are limiting their own shares to what they can also contribute in the company. And you can probably draft an agreement that says that this company will run till when you guys decide that the partnership will be over. Or you can decide to pay them off and get back the total control of your company, right? So people that, especially tech startups, they tend to do this kind of business registration very often. Tech companies, they do it because they have people that they want to do business together with. Maybe they want to develop an app, they're all contributing funds, and they say, okay, oh, we are both directors and we are both shareholders. we all come together to achieve an aim. You can have as high as 10 million shares and the whole lot of it. Like I said earlier, I will not be diving into explaining what company limited by shares is and the rest. So when you have finally registered your company, and again, we have NGOs and incorporated trustees and the rest. These ones are just passion-based societies or passion-based group that come together for a common aim. That is to say, I know how to help people. I think women do it more often. I want to share paths to young girls age 15 to maybe 20 that cannot really, that in all these local communities that cannot really afford sanitary wares, and they decide to come together for common goal. I tell Mrs. Okafor tells Mrs. Okoye, Mrs. Okoye tells Mrs. Shegu, Mrs. Shegu tells Mrs. Tolu, and they all come together to form a passion society, aka NGO, non-governmental organizations, and they are known as incorporated trustees of so and so. They do not pay tax. They all come together for a common goal. So that's basically what that one is about. Going forward, if you're on this live and you're benefiting one or two things, kindly drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe, and show me love. That's all. It's your energy that gives me back sweet, fun energy that I used to do this kind of life. 17 minutes gone, and I believe you're learning one or two things from this live stream. So please do well to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll be coming live for the whole day till Friday, just to let you know that there's lots more from where this is coming from. And on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about red flags when buying lands in Lagos. I see that. Thank you so much for the likes. I love you all. I appreciate. If you're streaming this live, know that I love you all. Or if I post it again and you're watching it, drop me a comment. I love you for even coming across this live. It's not easy. Thank you so much. So if we are talking about side hustles, can you give me an example of side hustles, and give me, if you understand what I've talked about, business structures in Nigeria, the different business structures that CAC offers? Kindly drop it in the comments. Give me an example of a limited liability company. Give me an example of business name. Just give me an example. Let me know that you are following. I'll give you 2 seconds to do that. Your time is over. Did you do it? No, you didn't. So please help me like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment, an encouraging one at that. RJ Daughters, are you still there? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is legally blending, and I'm practically enjoying all that you have seen. And at this point, I would love you. I would love you to help me share and drop me an encouraging comment. I'll give you 2 minutes. Thank you so much for the likes. I see you. Ada. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Ada Beke. Look who we have here. Oh, look who the cat dragged in. I hope you're having fun. I hope your Monday. I hope they are not using kindly find attached to kill you. I hope you are enjoying everything that you are doing. I hope you are. So thank you so much for staying back, all beautiful four of you watching. I am grateful. It's an honor that somebody, I'm talking and I know that someone is at the other end watching me and commenting and liking and doing a whole lot. I'm grateful. Thank you so much, guys. So I'll download the video, I'll edit it, and I'll stream it again. I'll premiere it again at night. So you can come back, watch, drop your questions, and trust me to answer your questions. I will even create a scenario that best suits your questions. So most people make common mistakes by registering a business that is supposed to be a business name as a limited liability, and practically a business that you are doing from the comfort of your home. You go and register it as a company limited by shares. What shares are you selling? Or what shares do you think you own? When you are not running a proper structure, you're running a small company and you do not have a shop, you do not sell every day, and you practically do not make returns, and you're registering a company limited by shares. Now, I really love what the Corporate Affairs Commission are doing, because they are currently creating room for business upgrade. Do you know that you can register, you can upgrade your business name to a limited liability company? Do you know? Are you aware? Now, there's a platform that the Corporate Affairs Commission has created where they said outrightly that you can now upgrade your business names to limited liability companies when you need it or when you think the growth has gotten there. But if you are not running a proper business and you're going to register company limited by shares, you will not be paying only VAT, that's value added tax, on the goods you sell. You will also be paying FRS tax. Your tax pro max portal will be very, very active. But on the other hand, when you have to do with only business name, you only pay your VAT. That's your value added tax. Oh, we have a beautiful comment here. Good to be here. Thank you so much for dropping the comment. I should buy a bell, so that when I get this kind of encouraging comments, I'll just really. I'm very glad that everything is coming to terms, right? So, like I said, if you run a small scale business, you produce zobo or you produce honey, what kind of business do you think the person that runs this kind of, what kind of business structure do you think the person that runs this kind of business can register? Let me know if you've been following me in the things I've said before. What kind of business will someone that run a honey business do? That's someone that sells honey. A young person that works, let's say, work in a tech startup company on the island, or will just decide, oh, my mom has access to where they produce honey in my village in Enugu State, and I can decide to bring it to Lagos, package it, get a NAFDAC number from the comfort of my house or something, or just sell it small scale. Honey, don't forget, she's not producing, she is rebranding. She decides to sell honey to her colleagues. That's a small scale. And then all of a sudden, she decides to take the business to Instagram. What kind of business do you think she can register? Now, I'm teaching you business credibility. In this aspect of business credibility, that is where she has to now register her business. Right? Now, it has left 1 or 2, 3 persons that she's selling the honey to. She is now trying to advance into a larger crowd. Now, she gets tons of orders for honey from Instagram or TikTok. She gets tons of orders. How is she going to fulfill the order? And when she sends you, if you're the buyer, and she sends you her personal account number for you to pay into, and you're buying the honey, like 50 bottles for you to use and do giveaway as the Odogu Parara that you are, what are you going to be doing? Do you think her business is credible? Do you think her business stands the sands of time? If she sends you her personal account number, will you ask questions? Especially now that scammers are all over on online social spaces looking for who to devour. Will you send or will you ask questions? Now let's pause there. I tried to buy pants, that's trouser pants online, corporate work pants from someone on social media, and then the person sent me personal account number, and guess what I said? And I said, I do not buy from unregistered brands, but I'm buying it because you have shown your face on your page. That's why I will buy from you. And she was like, thank you so much for trusting me. I said, go and register your business. It builds business credibility. It helps you build sustainable growth. It helps you stand legalities involved in running business. That is to say, if you do not register your business, do you know that by the time you decide to register Alexis Honey Ventures, you've started running the business this year, and by the time you start, you want to register it in the next 3 years, and you see that someone else, a child that was 18, has entered university and decided to also do side hustle, and the child's name or the teenager's name or the Gen Z's name is now Alexis, and she decides to sell honey too, and she now calls her business Alexis Honey Enterprise. You that has been using that name for the past 6 years, and the young girl that started the business today and decided to register, who do you think will be more credible? Put it down on the comments. Who do you think will be more credible? You or me that started today and decided to register my business today, or you that started 6 years ago, and because you want to go to the UK, when you want to go to Germany or one of these countries that require you to be a director in a company, and you decide to go and register your business sharp, and now your name is not available, how pained will you be on a scale of 1 to 100? How pained will you be? How sad will you be? No, let me know. I'm really interested. How sad are you going to be if you wake up, a business you've been running for a couple of years, the person all of a sudden decides that, oh, that's the name I also want to use, and first you to go and register. He that goes to equity must come on time. Equity is time bound. And then there's a comment that says first to register will likely be more credible. Yes, because the records will show poor documentation. I owe you one. Kindly send a message to my mailbox and I will give you an airtime. I'll send you an airtime voucher. I'll send you an airtime voucher. So if you go on the description of this video, will be my email address and my phone number. You can send me a message so that you can get your reward. That was a very lovely comment right there, and I'm grateful for it. So the first in time saves 9. You understand what I mean? So if the person that decides to start running Alexis Honey Ventures today in 2025 decides to register tomorrow, she will have an upper hand over someone that's been running business for the past 3 to 6 years that decided to register when she wants. Let me wait. Let me see if the business will move. Then I will register. That is what happens. That is why most business people decide to change their names, because they did all their brandings before their registrations came out. Do not waste your money in branding what is wrong. Wait and see what happens next. You know, he that has information has the upper hand. I believe this video, please like, subscribe, share. On this page we get loads of legal benefits, legal knowledge, information, games, movie snippets, and a whole lot of things. So I hope that I have been able to teach you one or two things regarding business credibility in Nigeria. So moving ahead, we want to talk about how best to open new opportunities for your small scale business, or rather for your side hustle. I believe that no one really gets rich being a staff. If you know what that means, can you really be richer than your boss? Your ideas get into your assignments. Your ideas get into your team contribution. Your ideas get into growing the firm. Be it a company, be it anywhere that you work, your ideas get into the growth of the company. Do you think your boss will pay you as much salary that will make you to be Dangote or to be the richest man in Africa? No! If you know what that means, no. So take your side hustle seriously. Open new opportunities for yourself. Get on social media. We are at the jet age. The Gen Zs are shining. The millennials are popping. What are you doing to set yourself up there? What are you doing to make a difference? Do you know your future self will be very grateful for the decisions you make today? Do you know that your future self will be glad that you set down these structures for your future self to benefit? The steps you take today will determine the steps your future self will take. Now, unlock new opportunities for yourself. Get on the social space. Move along. Create Instagram pages. Create YouTube. Start milking the internet of the money that is in it. You know, when I was much younger, when I was in uni, I had this girl, very active. She was writing on blogs. And now, where is she? She's currently a broadcaster. She's going live, interviewing people, working at the TV station, and all that. So your passion starts with you. And if you do not make moves for your passion, there will be no growth. Growth is the only constant thing in life. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to act now. Act now. Act now. The act you're acting is on those your passion, on those your dreams. If you dream of selling nice hairs, go for it. Go learn the trade. Now, Pastor Selman will say, if you don't know something, go to where the people that knows it are, and so that you will learn. You pay the price to learn so that tomorrow will be better for you. If you do not learn, you learn to fail. If you do not write down your plans, you plan to fail. Because an executor is a planner and a planner is a dreamer. It goes like that in hierarchy. That's your side hustle. That's your small scale honey business you're selling right now. Will fetch you millions in future. You can even start exporting pure honey. You can start selling fresh drinks. Set down your plans. You know what your goals are. Go for it. You want to go back to school? Go for it. You want to do things to benefit you yourself and your family? Go for it. An idle man is the devil's workshop. If that's how they put it. the best thing you can do for yourself is to do something for yourself. Get that your diary out. Get your jotter out. Curate what is good for yourself. Create an atmosphere of miracles for yourself. You do not need a pastor to lay hands on your head for you to make it in life. Yes, you need guidance, you need mentors, you need people to pray with you and all that. But you yourself alone can pray yourself out of poverty. You yourself alone can pray yourself out of a lot of things that is currently going wrong in your life. You are in the best position to make that decision. You are in the best position to make the decision that will change your life. I'm starting to sound like a motivational speaker, but that's the truth. Take the bull by the horn and drive it to victory. That being said, I'm going to end this live in 40 minutes. I do not want to take much of your time. I believe that you have learned one or two things when it comes to business, the legalities concerning your side hustle, your business, registering your business in Nigeria, and a whole lot of other things. If you have more questions, please drop them in the chat box. I'll be willing to take up your questions, to even make a videos answering your questions, or probably all the questions you will drop on this live stream today. I will make a new video tomorrow answering them. Ask me questions about business registrations. You don't even know, I might decide to change my mind and give you 50% off when you decide to consult my law firm in registering your business. Once again, my name is Alexis UC. I am the founder of Lexin Legal Solicitors Associates and Co. I run multiple streams of businesses. I run investments, and I run a law firm. And I also do ADR. I am a certified mediator with the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. I do not like troubles. I help you come out from any issues you can possibly think of. There is nothing that I love cannot do, and that is why I always preach ADR. I'll make a video talking about my best, most surest means of reconciliation. Stay tuned with me. Like, subscribe, drop me a comment. If 6 of you should subscribe, I will get 400 subscribers at the end of this video. It will be awesome, it will be great, and it will make my heart glad. If I end this live, I see myself going up to 400, and that means I am 40% true to getting my 1,000 subscribers. I hope I've been able to teach you one or two things concerning legal issues that may associate registering your business, building business credibility, and unlocking new opportunities. You know what? Anywhere you see an opportunity, take it. The one that doesn't take opportunity, or that doesn't risk to get an opportunity, is the one that fails. But the one that sees an opportunity, dives right into it, weighs the odds, and try to benefit from it, is the winner. That being said, you know an opportunity when you see one. Ask God for wisdom and divine direction to show you opportunities that are meant for you, and to give you headlights when you see an opportunity that you are meant to benefit from. It's not all opportunities that you will say that how you can make money from. Some teach you lessons, but you learn, you dust your butt, and you stand up and head right into it. So, that being said, it's been an honor hosting this live, and I hope that by tomorrow when we see, I will be opportune to answer your questions concerning building credible businesses in Nigeria. Coming to you live from Lagos City, all the way from the law firm of Lexin Legal Associates. I hope I've been able to teach you one or two things. If you can be kind enough to subscribe, like, and drop me an encouraging comment, I believe that you will see more of these videos. I feel even best they drop the video twice a day. You get, I give you 40 minutes of my beautiful face every day, twice. Or how do you like your hot jollof rice served? Smoky, hot, or sumptuous? So it's been an honor being right with you. I do not want to leave you, but I'm leaving you in good hands. You can go restream the video. Of course, I'll get the video, I'll edit, and then I will upload it again. I'll premiere it in the middle of the night so that by morning more people will see it. I'll have more questions and I can react to the questions in the video I'll post tomorrow while we talk about the theme we have for tomorrow. So it's been a great honor being with you all. It's all love from here. All love from the city of Lagos. Cheers to more wins. I wish you all the best. And I know that by the next time we see, you have gotten extra knowledge on how to be a big boy and a big girl in your business. Odogu Parara and his Achaluko that run business together is you we are going to talk about tomorrow. I hope you are ready. Till I see you next time, cheers and have a beautiful Monday evening. It's all love from this end. I wish I can hug you all. Bye. See you next time. Peace out. Yeah.